series of powerful explosions rocked eastern Russia on April 22, 2025. Flames and repeated blasts erupted from a military complex near the village of Barsovo, located in the Kirzhach District of the Vladimir Region, approximately 190 kilometers east of Moscow. The explosions occurred at an ammunition depot operated by the Russian Ministry of Defense, known to be one of the country's largest military storage facilities. The site, referred to as the 51st Arsenal of the GRAU, main Missile and Artillery Directorate, serves as a key logistics hub for Russian military operations, especially in the context of the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. This depot reportedly has a total storage capacity of over 264,000 tons of munitions, the equivalent of 4,286 rail wagons. At the time of the incident, around 105,000 tons of active ammunition were stored at the facility. These included artillery shells, MLRS missiles, components for S-300 air defense systems, and Tochka-U tactical ballistic missiles. Initial explosions were followed by multiple secondary detonations, causing intense fires that complicated firefighting efforts. Russian emergency authorities responded quickly, evacuating thousands of residents from 7 nearby settlements, including Barsovo, Merny, and Kolaksha, as well as summer camps and recreational areas. The local government declared a state of emergency in the Kirzhach District, and 4 injuries were reported, one of them moderate. According to preliminary statements from Russian emergency services, the explosion may have been caused by technical failure or mishandling of explosive materials. However, the timing of this incident has sparked broader speculation outside of Russia. The explosion came just 9 days after Russian forces launched an airstrike on the Ukrainian city of Sumy on April 13, 2025. That attack killed at least 34 civilians, including women and children, and injured more than 100 others. The strike occurred during a major religious holiday, shocking the Ukrainian public. The Sumy attack drew strong international condemnation. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky labeled it inhumane and vowed that Ukraine would respond with proportionate force. Given this backdrop, some observers have speculated that the explosion at the Russian military depot may be retaliatory action by Ukraine, though no evidence has been presented publicly and no official claims of responsibility have been made. Ukrainian media and Western defense analysts have pointed to several suspicious elements surrounding the Barsovo explosion. First, the fact that such a heavily secured facility suffered such a catastrophic event raises the possibility of external interference, such as a long-range drone attack or covert sabotage. Second, Ukraine has previously demonstrated its ability to strike targets deep inside Russian territory, including drone strikes in Belgorod and unexplained fires at Russian energy and military-industrial sites throughout 2023 and 2024. Still, there is no public evidence linking Ukraine to this specific incident, and the Russian government has not accused any foreign actors. The current investigation appears to focus on internal safety procedures. According to some Western analysts, if this were indeed a Ukrainian operation, it likely would not be claimed publicly, in line with Ukraine's usual strategy for cross-border operations. Regardless of the cause, the loss of over 100,000 tons of ammunition and military hardware is a significant logistical setback for Russian forces. It may delay or disrupt the distribution of supplies to frontline units, particularly in Ukraine's eastern and southern theaters. Sources within the Russian military told local media that the Ministry of Defense is now reviewing security and storage protocols across other facilities to prevent further incidents. The explosion also underscores the vulnerabilities of Russia's military infrastructure, even far from active combat zones. As of now, the Ukrainian government has not issued an official statement regarding the Barsovo explosion. Ukrainian news outlets have referred to the event as a major development, highlighting the apparent weaknesses in Russian domestic security. International media, particularly in Europe and the US, and Natsandrberto have reported on the incident as a potentially critical moment in the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war. Some commentators suggest it may represent a psychological turning point, especially if Ukraine has begun hitting Russia's core military assets. However, most outlets have avoided drawing firm conclusions until more evidence becomes available from the ongoing Russian investigation. The explosion at Russia's Barsovo ammunition depot stands as one of the most serious incidents within Russian territory since the full-scale conflict with Ukraine escalated in 2022. As of this writing, no official conclusion has been reached regarding the exact cause or responsible party. This incident highlights the importance of caution and accuracy in reporting, especially during wartime. Speculation is natural under tense circumstances, but it's essential to wait for official findings to avoid inflaming public sentiment or spreading misinformation. Future developments will reveal whether this was simply an internal mishap, or whether the war has reached deeper into the Russian military's heartland.